Welcome to the CascadiaSports.net Seahawks post-game report. I'm Osvita Mara-Ere. The Seahawks on the short end of a 13-10 loss to the New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football. And it's kind of becoming an all too familiar scene with the Seahawks here, to where they're just not playing four complete quarters. And what we've seen in Gino comes on, we got that the last three games, but they either play a good first half and then play a bad second half, or they play a bad first half and then play again. I mean, they're just not playing two complete halves, right? And today it was the case of where the Seahawks played a decent first half. That is, they took the 7-0 lead on a Geno Smith to DK Metcalf 84 pass play that was just lit up the crowd. It was electrifying, and then they did that. So the Seahawks take a 7-0 lead, but that was all the Seahawks would get in the first half. In fact, the only other score the Seahawks had was a field goal in the second half. But in that, the Seahawks missed two second half field goals, and then just unable to stop Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara had 8 receptions, and in the end, in the whole game, Kamara had 8 receptions. He had 10 receptions for 128 yards. He had 8 of those for 109 yards in the first half.
Very similar results in that we're not getting the game when we have a chance to get the football game that's out there for us. And it's really difficult because we're so close to winning games, and we're able to do it at home for sure, which is a real shock to me. I'm shocked that we're not able to do that. But we're still trying to get these games finished properly, and that means you don't make the mistakes that give them a chance. You kick the ball, you don't make the penalty, and you don't eat the football for losses when you're in the right positions and stuff. So there's things that we can really fix, and we're just it may not look like it from the outside, but from the inside it feels like it's really close. And so we're going to keep hanging, we're going to keep battling. Some really good play by our defense tonight, throughout the night, and we had this sequence before the half that it's a shame. It was a shame that we gave them that. It didn't have to happen, and there was a couple things we needed to do and didn't get done. Everybody could see it, cover the run back. And unfortunately, our guys are hanging together, and they're talking right, and they're looking at each other in the eye, and they want to keep battling, make this thing come together, and that's what we're going to keep doing.
We got to keep fighting. It's a long season. We got a lot more games left, and we got to get right. We got to really fix our mistakes and fix our play smarter, make less penalties.
In a way, they are. The Seahawks are playing better defense when you hold a team like the Saints to just 13 points. Any NFL team, as Pete said in the post-game conference, it's good. But something has to give in the offense, and going back to lack of execution, the 2 missed field goals. But when the score was tied at 10-all, the Saints had the ball, and this is with the Saints' last offensive drive. The Seahawks it was 3rd and 5, and the Seahawks were nailed for encroachment. Roughing the passer was the first one. It was right over here, and they had stopped that. So then on roughing the passer, it's 15 yards to first down. 5 plays later, the Seahawks, it's 3rd and 5, and they get again penalized for encroachment. So another first down for the Saints as they march down. Those transgressions led to a 33-yard field goal, game-winning field goal by the Saints. And as has been the case all 3 times now that Geno's here, and it's you want your offense to have the ball, right, the last possession. But the Seahawks get the ball here with 1 minute and 55 seconds, and it's an incomplete pass, 2 sacks, and then it's 4th down and 28, and so it's a desperation try by Geno Smith, and it was incomplete. Saints take over, and Hawks fall to 2 and 5. I mean, it's just they're willing, they're trying, but it's a lack of execution in the NFL. I mean, there's no doomsday that's going on, but the offensive line is still an issue. I mean, you can't blame all of this on Geno. Sure, Russell Wilson would have been great, and he might have made a few better decisions, but Geno was running for his life. If we take a look at the numbers, Geno was 12 of 22, 167 yards, and again, he had that TD to DK Metcalf, but a passer rating of 9.3. He was sacked 5 times for 38 yards. It's just not going to, you're not going to win too many games. Your quarterback is sacked 5 times. On the other, Jameis Winston was 19 of 35, 222 yards, 1 touchdown, and then a long one and 2 sacks for 12 yards. So, as I said, it was really the Alvin Kamara show and the Seahawks' inability to shut him down when the time came up. So, they got the Jacksonville Jaguars coming up next, and the Seahawks are confident. They feel like they're moving forward. Definitely the defense is moving forward. And as I said at the beginning, if you're shutting down a team like the Saints, 13 points, it's pretty good. Now, the Saints are a very good defensive team. They're in the top 10. So 10 points could have won the game, but you just can't. You can't get the two missed field goals. You can't get the encroachment and the penalties and expect to be like a good team like the Saints, well coached. And so it's back to the drawing board for the Seahawks. It's a quick turnaround, and they should, if they can stay the course as they're preaching, maybe the Seahawks can get back on the winning track. But for right now, the Seahawks lose 13-10 to the New Orleans Saints, and 2-5 are the Seahawks. For the CascadiaSports.net post-game report, I'm Osvita Mariere.